So, today we're once again going to talk about the Kevin Hart book summary, which is called, I don't remember, actually. I have recorded it yesterday, but I don't just know what it is all about. But yeah, part 3, orientation, which is going to be the next thing. If you can ask big enough and positive enough questions, you can transcend the ordinary. Questions he asks himself: what is he building? What is the end game? When you get to the end game, is it really the end? And when he dies, what will other people talk about? What is the legacy he's leaving for his children? All amazing questions, I would say, even though I have actually never heard those, I've never heard those by anybody else, which is something that's pretty interesting, because in the self-development and self-help and just whatever space, we do really often encounter the same exact motherfucking questions to ask oneself or ask somebody else. And yeah, it's amazing to just see new things, I guess. Weapons training. They say success is when preparation meets opportunity. There are 2 types of preparation. The first one is dedication to your personal craft, to the specific skill set you need to reach your goal, and prepare your life and your mind to find, embrace, and receive that success. Definitely, definitely. There's 2 different options or things or whatever you actually want to call them. But yeah, it is definitely the case. And I do really want to quickly talk about something, because it's not going out of my mind. I constantly have to think about working out and just making it better. Like, I've just seen some pictures of mine from past periods where I've been in really amazingly good shape, even though back then I also thought, like, I am in good shape, of course, but I also thought, well, it could be better. And at this point in time, I'm not that in a good shape, and I am considering going out to training. But the problem is that I don't have the equipment there. I can't take everything with me, and if I would, then it would just be really a lot of heavy weight on my back, and with my bike it wouldn't be that of an optimal thing in the end. And so I don't know. I just don't know what I should be doing. Either I'm staying here, I'm just doing my quote-unquote normal workout, or I'm going out. And but yeah, it is a difficult thing, because in terms of progress, in terms of doing things, it is, I should stay there, I should stay here, and I should do something, and I should be working out here, because in that space I can make the best progress, I guess, just because I am able to follow my plan. On the other hand, if I just go out like I did it yesterday, actually, indeed, just because it is nice weather and stuff, then I did get a great pump the last time. So it is a little bit of a tricky thing, but I think that today I'm going to stay here. I do want to tidy up first, though, and then I'm going to stay here and do things. And yeah, this is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to see him, going to progress, and going to just really get into a great shape again, because something that I've really figured out is that, everything can be really boiled down to progressing. And consciously progressing, like, okay, the next time I'm gonna just do this and just instead of that, and the next time I'm gonna work out in this way and not in that way, and I'm gonna use this rep range and not that rep range. So it basically also is about progressing in terms of creating change, something that I do believe really deeply we all need in life. And yeah, 15 core weapons of mental toughness. So let's just actually go ahead, because I don't want to waste time, and now I'm feeling a bit better, to be honest. 15 core weapons of mental toughness. The first one is positive mindset. Mindset is everything. Every moment is a decision. You can choose to see things negatively or positively. The second one is what isness. Deal with what is, just accept what you cannot change and make the best of it. Your attitude isn't going to change the situation. Really bad thing. I went through the wrong thing. I went through the motherfucking wrong thing. Antivirus software, force shield. I don't believe that I went through these things, though. Humility is staying connected to what really matters. What you do know, should you put up withness? Eye on the priceness. I think I'm gonna go ahead with mental fitness. I don't know if I've went through the other things, but I guess. But yeah, your training problem, the daily. program, to make the biggest transformation in your life, change the things you do every day. First one is fuel. What you eat or don't eat is closely connected to your mood. Yes, of course. The second thing is energy. Fuel is about what you put into your body. Energy is about how you're treating your body and promoting energy flow within it. A strong body is the expression of a strong mind, and they can encourage each other. Definitely. Something that I have pointed out several times in the past is if you have if you are in a bad physical shape, meaning that you're ill, for example, that you're feeling bad physically, of course you're gonna feel bad emotionally and psychologically. It is something that I think we all have experienced, being ill and therefore also very sad, and being ill and therefore just not feeling right and not feeling good, and maybe even being a bit depressed. But yeah, the thing is, it is difficult. Of course it is difficult, especially when it is about some mental shit. It's not that easy to solve some mental shit. Solve things that are just going on, and solve things that that are not like you want them to be. And but yeah, I do want to say, and I do have to say that everything is going to be right in the end. Sometimes we actually need to sit through things, and we need to go through things. But in the end, most things are indeed going to be all right, even though it is like some typical thing that we all say, like, it's going to be good, it's going to be all right. Indeed, not always, but it always depends on how you think about things, because you can make them feel great and right and whatever. Well, third one is input. Insulate yourself from the noise, or isolate, and intentionally select what you expose yourself to. This is the mental equivalent of controlling what you eat. Yes, indeed, which means stepping away from bad people, stepping away from people that are not good for you, and all of that motherfucking shit. I do also want to quickly talk about something. Tomorrow I'm going to have my quote-unquote cheat day, which means that I'm going to eat certain things that I normally don't eat, It's going to be relatively carb heavy, to be honest, and it's going to be heavy in terms of fruits, not eating that many fruits normally, and sometimes and quite often also about fats. Especially when I think about cacao powder, having it in my oats actually. But in the end, it's not gonna be like, okay, I'm now gonna eat a cheeseburger, I'm not gonna eat a pizza, I'm now gonna eat sweets. No, I don't do that. But still, I'm struggling with accepting that. I really am. I think like, now at this point in time, I really want to progress. I really want to be just better and whatnot than I now am. But it is difficult. It is difficult for me, and I don't know, like, I would like to have that day. I would like to just eat those things because I know they're so fucking tasty. But back in the days, I didn't have such a cheat day. I didn't have such a day. I kind of incorporated this into my schedule, into my day and whatnot. So it's not something that I'm doing always. It's a one day thing. And it's staying a one day thing. Sometimes I do have to just have 1.5 days or something, but most often it is not. And the thing is, yeah, I would like to have that day, but on the other hand, I feel like, well, no, I shouldn't be doing this and stuff. But yeah, and I also don't feel that good when I'm doing it, in terms of like, wow, I'm not as disciplined as I should be. But in the end, it is not unhealthy. It is not unhealthy things that I'm eating, and just often eating like quantities that are maybe unhealthy, and where I'm actually also feeling bad afterwards. But still, it is like, it's fairly healthy. It really is. It's not, as I said, it's not like me eating sweets and stuff. But of course, the doses makes things poisonous, or however you're saying it in English. But yeah. Company. One of the hardest things you might have to do along the path to success is distance yourself from the people who will try to pull you down. The right people will do anything they can to lift you up and push you forward, because they are committed to the best in you. They want you to be the happiest you can be, and hang around other positive, encouraging, motivated, and driven people. Wolves hang out in a pack because they make each other better and they succeed together. And I do want to point out that it is one of the most important things in my life, being surrounded by people that don't necessarily have the same values as I'm having, but positive people. It is an amazing thing. Of course, there's always going to be negative people in your life. Sometimes it is your dad, sometimes it's your mom, and often it is fairly difficult to get around that and do something about that. But you can still limit time, Just cutting away people doesn't necessarily have to be like the optimal thing you should be doing. But just limiting the time that you're having with them and limiting the amount of time you're spending with them also can do a lot of good, especially when you feel like, well, every time when I've just been talking to this person, I'm actually feeling bad internally just because of, whatever the conversation has been about or whatnot, And so I believe, limiting the time that you spend with those people does really indeed make sense. It really does. Even if it might not be the nicest thing and the best thing and the whatnot thing, but yeah, sometimes we do have to do things that are pretty difficult, but right for what we want to achieve or what we want to do. But yeah, the fifth, environment. What are you surrounding yourself with and what is affecting your thoughts? You can remove a lot of friction by cultivating a positive environment that makes you feel good. Yes, which also includes, for me, the media that you're consuming. If it is only bad things, if it is only sad movies, yeah, of course it's going to be sad. If it is only sad music, yeah, of course you're going to be sad. If it is only music that reminding yourself of certain things, then yeah, it is going to make you remind certain things or remember certain things. But yeah, the sixth one is solitude. Disconnecting from people and the environment once in a while matters. Reconnecting and realigning with yourself is important. Solitude brings clarity and stability. Being alone sometimes really does good to you sometimes, but also on the other hand, being too alone too often is also not that of a good thing, because we still are social animals and we still are caring about human connections and we still need other people and we still feel good when connected to other people. Like, it is what it is what we are doing. I haven't meditated, I'm such a dumbass. By the way, also negative thinking and also negative self-talk is the most fucked up bullshit there is. Don't motherfucking do that. Also not in a funny way like I did just now. It's not very advisable. The seventh thing is the work. Ask yourself, are you actually getting shit done? Or are you just talking about getting shit done? Success is about action. It is about moving forward, progress over perfection. Yeah. And I don't know, in terms of working out, I wouldn't necessarily say progress over perfection, even though, like, if you progress, it is one of the most important things. If you're working out constantly, just really try to progress. It's not that of a big deal. Just know what you're doing the past day and then just do it differently or more or heavier the next day or the next workout day or whatnot. It's just advisable. Of course you're going to stay the same if you always do the same shit like I did and expecting certain things to happen, but only doing the exact same motherfucking shit. No, it's not going to happen. Of course you can overdo it and just make it way too hard, but then you have to step down a bit, at least being a bit better than the last time. You don't have to be the new Hulk, just after like the third day of, changing up things and whatnot. I don't know, it's all about expectations, isn't it? The practices. Yeah, this is what we're going to go through, and then I'm probably going to end the episode. But yeah, the practices. The first one is discomfort. Put yourself in a position of discomfort because you're confident you can eventually find comfort. The second thing is visualization. Visualization is mentally rehearsing for the outcomes you want in life. Your emotions respond to visualization, and your emotions affect your actions. Visualize positivity, and in return, you'll get positive results. The third thing is energy assessment. Check in and do energy assessments. Ask, where am I at? What do I need and what will serve my goals and my body and my mind best today? You need to give yourself the opportunity to be your best so you can do your best. You need rest. Don't underestimate power naps. Yes, we fucking need rest, especially sleep. Like, sleep is a bit underestimated. Definitely. The fourth thing is force field. Put up a force field so negative stuff other people say won't affect you. The fifth, antivirus software, and there's actually nothing added, so I don't know what it's all about. The sixth, self-challenging. Ask yourself, am I doing my best and how can I do better? The seventh, iconoclasm, is the action of deliberately attacking or severely rejecting beliefs, institutions, institutions, icons, or established values. You need to tear down many things you were thought about the way life is or the way you should be. The eighth one is negative to positive. When you catch yourself in a negative position, practice finding the positive. You should always learn from roadblocks. The best thing to learn is that those things make you better. The ninth thing is no chips challenge. Committing to not have any of your kryptonite weaknesses for an entire month. Fuck yeah, that's a good thing. And the 10th and last one is final exam, the ultimate 30-day challenge. For 30 days, you're not allowed to make a single complaint. I don't know if I'm actually able to do so. Which is a funny story that I'm not going to tell right now because now I'm going to end the episode. So thank you very much for listening and or watching. And I really indeed, wish you the best health, happiness, and all success. And also hope that you're going to write yourself on how you're going to be remembered, which basically means your legacy and basically means just being a nice person and then being remembered as a nice person, which is a pretty fucking cool thing as well. So yeah, 3 other questions that I have you are, why are you here? What are you trying to change and what is bothering you the most? These 3 questions are hopefully going to show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea, which is a pretty fucking cool thing. And I'm really not looking forward to working out because I just really don't feel like working out. But I'm still going to work out because this is what I do. And yeah, maybe the work is going to be not that good. Maybe it's going to be slightly bad, maybe whatever, but I'm still going to do it. One other question that I have you is, what could you essentially say to another person that is indeed going to change their life? You know, because we all can say something, this is something that I deeply believe, to another person that is indeed going to change their seconds, their minutes, their month, their week, their year, and maybe even their life. And yeah, but yeah, with that being said, I'm hopefully going to see you the next time. And yeah, bye-bye, and please take care of yourself and also your loved ones and those that really just mean a lot to you and also your family. But yeah, bye-bye.